We want to reduce chronic inflammation as much as possible for many reasons, but especially to help with fertility. Signs of chronic inflammation can be different for everyone. People have inflammation in different areas of their body. If you see a word that says itis at the end, the suffix itis, that stands for inflammation. So anyone with a diagnosis with itis, prostatitis, endometriitis, uveitis, these are all inflammation of that particular body area. So people sometimes can feel it in their inflammation in their joints, that's arthritis. They can feel inflammation in their sinuses, sinusitis, just extra mucus can sometimes be an indication that there's inflammation going on, especially in those areas. Some people have fatigue, it shows up as fatigue. And affecting fertility, well, it depends on which body part, I guess, so to speak, or which area of the body the inflammation might be. And we believe that at least in the functional medicine world, that inflammation is the root cause of many, if not most, of our disease processes. So even diabetes, there can be an inflammatory component to why somebody has diabetes, and high blood sugar can definitely adversely affect fertility in both males and females. So it really just depends on where the inflammation is in the body and what it's causing to how it directly or indirectly affects fertility, such as prostatitis is the inflammation of the prostate gland. So it can directly negatively affect sperm, and it can also negatively affect sperm indirectly, meaning the fluid itself that is produced in the prostate is what the sperm survive in. And if that's not a good environment, if the enzymes are lacking or the nutrients are lacking within the prostate fluid because of prostatitis, then that's going to negatively affect the sperm. As far as inflammation goes, that's our body's natural way of responding to either injury or predator, so to speak, or an infection. And that's our natural way of responding, which is wonderful. However, it's when that response, which is usually acute, meaning it's short-lived, here's the danger, here's the problem, our immune system's gonna ramp up and fix that and then chill out again. Well, when it becomes more what we call chronic, so it continues and continues and continues, that's where the problem lies, usually for any type of disease process, and then things that can negatively affect fertility. We want to reduce chronic inflammation as much as possible for many reasons, but especially to help with fertility, to have positive effects on our fertility. And we can do multiple things that are really quite simple, sometimes not super easy, but it's looking at our sleep, and having good quality sleep will help decrease inflammation. Decreasing our stress is a big one, and the more stressed we are, the more ramped up we are, and it creates a vicious cycle of continuing our immune system to be heightened and in that fight or flight mode. And also, if we're more stressed during the day, we have that to deal with at night when we sleep. If we can get a good sleep, a lot of times we can't if we're stressed. And then if our body is dealing with decreasing and healing stress level where we are, then it doesn't have the available energy to go towards working on your immune system and repairing things and doing the things that normally rejuvenating sleep would do. And so then our immune system can continue that vicious cycle. Another thing to do to help heal our immune system or decrease inflammation is eating well. That's a huge piece. If we eat inflammatory foods, we're going to add to that fire, that inflammation in our body. So avoiding processed foods, sugar, gluten is inflammatory for many people. Dairy can be inflammatory for people. Each person's a bit different and might react differently to different foods, and being aware of how you feel when you eat something is really important as well. Trying to eat organic so we avoid toxins, which can cause inflammation. And that brings me to avoiding toxins in other areas as well of our life, including drinking water out of a water bottle and ingesting those chemicals that can leach into our water.
If you'd like to learn more, please like and subscribe to my channel.